honest you are. Your show is called Trigger Warning. Do you think that right now in this day and age, people are too sensitive or too triggered?
We act sensitive and triggered. I think that people need to yell and scream at something, and instead of doing it in their living rooms like we used to do in the 80s, I think people are taking to social media. I just like to tell people who are logical, let logic prevail. Let's not get in the business of getting angry and immediately shaming and cutting people off, because we all make mistakes. We're all going to be tied to the whipping post.
Wow.
And unlike the noose, you can survive the whipping post and come off. The noose is forever.
Exactly.
We are, theoretically giving people a noose that we might not agree with on a particular subject. But my show is made to trigger people. It's made to trigger me and other people, because I want conversations to start happening in living rooms again.
I mean, and each episode is different and unique. You have to watch it. Now, in one episode, you spent 3 days where you only supported Black-owned businesses. What did you learn from that experience?
That's very difficult to do,
Yes.
even in a place like Atlanta.
I was hurting watching. You guys, it's my favorite series to watch right now. And that first episode, I got mad at you. He went starving through the streets. And at one point, you're sitting in front of your bestie, and he's eating a full plate of barbecue. You realize that the barbecue doesn't come from meat that's grown from a Black-owned farm. And he pushes the plate away, starving.
And because of that, got an opportunity to learn about stuff like the West Georgia Black Farmers Collaborative, got a chance to visit a Broadway school that is famous in Athens, Georgia, for the African-American community, teaching the greater community how to farm, how to take care of themselves. And that's, I challenge everyone in this room and watching to every Friday, make it a Black Friday. Find a...
I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is cool. I love that.
Support a Black business, and to further that challenge, meet and greet with people who are culturally not like you. You're from the Bay Area. The Bay Area is one of the greatest places, but people culturally who don't look alike, who are not from the same religious backgrounds, congregate and just basically are friends. We need to do more individual relationships because that helps change the greater
community, all the way. So you often also post pictures on Instagram of you holding your wife's purse. I really love this. How often does it really happen? I love it. And do you volunteer for this duty? Explain how you get here.
She tells you what to do, and you shut up and do it.
That's a good idea.
My wife is Shayna Render, a.k.a. Shay. She co-owns the swag shops with me. We have one in State Farm Arena.
So dope.
Go the Hawks. But my wife is she could shop 4 hours in the Everything the Same store, right? So, as we're in the Everything the Same store, she'll bring over her purse, no longer Gucci, right? and she'll set it by me and says, "Watch this for me." And I'll be like, "I don't want to watch it." She'll stick a piece of gum in my mouth or candy and walk away, just like my grandmother would do. And I'm sitting there, and eventually I just got tired of holding it. I started taking selfies with her purses.
That's
funny. So, but the other thing we gotta know, you're amazing at all the other things you do, but do you have any new music coming up?
Yeah, I do. I'm in a group called Run the Jewels. LP and I are about to start recording in LA. We're going to start recording Run the Jewels 4. Then we're going to tour the world and tear stuff up for the next 2.5 years.
Yes, great. You can catch Trigger Warning with Killer Mike streaming on Netflix.